So earlier I was trying to push the head of Serie A, Lorenzo Casini, and see whether he's going to let private equity buy a stake in Serie A. He was very tight-lipped. He didn't really let much go. But we know they were there before. It didn't happen. We know that there's interest to get in. How would you feel about a potential investment of private equity funds in the league?
I'm not a buyer of that, and I'm not a supporter of that.
Why not?
Again, you know, I start from the premise that today everybody has capital. So showing up with capital isn't the point. The point is, what's the purpose for the capital? And you can't determine the purpose for the capital unless you have a business plan. So what's the business plan? Why do you want capital? Why are these leagues that are the aggregators, the portals of all this intellectual property, why are they allowing themselves to be subordinated, you know, with debt capital? Why are they mortgaging their future? So instead of getting 100-cent dollars going forward, they're going to get 50-cent dollars. When you look at the aggregate dollars that are coming in and you split it across 20 teams, what's that going to do for you? So I don't subscribe to that at all. I think, you know, when you look at, if you look at the continent, forget about England for a minute, when you look at the continent, you know, if you look at England, start with England, there has been a corporatization and a professional institutionalization of ownership in England, right? That hasn't happened in the continent. The only two institutional owners, I think, on the continent are RedBird and the owners of Paris Saint-Germain. We have a responsibility. There's an impact, a positive impact we can make. So if there's going to ever be a discussion, as long as I'm around in Serie A, if there's going to be a discussion about bringing in that kind of capital, we're going to sit down and have the discussion. We can be self-sufficient ourselves, all right? We're here, okay?
You're saying that you'd be keen also to invest in the league?
100%.
That's new.
100%. The owners should own, right? And so part of what we want to do is we want to get our fellow owners together and say, you know, what do we want to do? How do we do better? We have a media deal that we're going to have to work on. There are other things that we can be doing with Lorenzo and his colleagues. There's a lot that we can do here. You know, when we bought into AC Milan, as I said to you, there are, what did I say? 3 constituents: the fans, right? Serie A, right? And the municipality of Milan. Those are the 3 constituents, and we want to impact all 3 of those. And so we've got work to do. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but we don't need to look outside of our ecosystem to be self-sufficient. That will never happen.
You've been crystal clear on that.